Hello and welcome. In this lesson, we will talk about Excel arithmetic operators. We have mentioned some of these operators in the previous lesson, but this is just to consolidate on the areas that we have learned earlier. We said that for Excel, it's recognizing the plus sign for addition, and then the minus sign for subtraction, the star sign for multiplication, the / sign for division. All right, you can add using your equal to sign is equal to 1 plus 1 and then enter. You can add using making references to cells. For instance, is equal to this plus this and then enter. It will add it up automatically. And the other way you can add is to use the sum function. If, for instance, we want to add up all these scores here, and we come here, okay, is equal to sum. The sum function will pop up, we click on it, and then we select all the cells that we want to add. So I push down the shift key and then I continue to tap the down arrow on my computer keyboard, and then it has highlighted all the range of cells that I want added, and I click enter. So it has added it for me here. So these are various ways that you can carry out addition. In the same vein, you can also carry out subtraction. For instance, if I say is equal to 34 minus 33, you click enter, it will return the answer. Now, you can also make references to carry out subtractions. For instance, again, is equal to 74, that's K7, minus 34 is equal to 38. You can subtract straight by using the equal sign and then using minus. You can also carry out subtraction by making references to the data in the cells. All right, let me delete this. Now, in terms of multiplication, you can carry out multiplication directly by using the equal sign and saying 3 star 3 enter, which is equal to 9. You can also carry out multiplication by using cell references. For instance, is equal to 84 star 6 and hitting enter, that is 504. Okay. Similarly, you can use the absolute reference Excel functionality to carry out divisions on a larger number of data. And I'm going to use this as an example. For instance, if you have decided, okay, let me even use addition for instance. If you have decided that, okay, these are students, all right, these are their scores in a particular test. Let me delete this. These are their scores in a particular test, all right, but because you discover that someone cheated and you want to deduct 5 marks from each of them because they have refused to own up, to surrender the person that cheated. All right, now you want to remove 5 marks from each of the scores of these students. What are you going to do to achieve that? If you don't want to do it manually by subtracting 5 from 57, 5 from 5, 5 from 84, 5 from, as a student of Excel, you shouldn't be doing that manual thing. So we have said we want to remove 5 from all of them. So this is what we're going to do. So is equal to that minus, we must make 5 absolute for us to be able to achieve our aim. So how do we make 5 absolute? By introducing the dollar sign. So we have $J, 5 is on row J, $J, dollar, it's on what column? 20, column 20. Okay, and we hit enter. So for us to now be able to apply what we have done, the formula we have used for every other student, we either push down the left key and drag down, and then we have all the 5 points deducted automatically from the rest of the students. Or if you want to do that, we can just like that identify the fill icon and double click, and then it will still do the same work for us. Unfortunately for Tunde who scored 5 over 100 in that exam is now scoring 0 because 5 has been removed. Now that is not all. What if we want to this score, let me delete this. Sorry, there's no more penalty, everybody's fine. Okay, what if we have completed this over 100. However, this is supposed to be an in-course exam or a test, which is 30%, all right? 30%. So we want to convert all their scores, to over 30 by multiplying each of them by 30% and getting their scores over 30. So what are we going to do? Final scores. Okay, let's use that. Final scores. So we come here. It's like we are going to multiply this by 30%, isn't it? The other thing you must remember is that since we are applying each of these scores to just one cell, if we want it to work, we have to make this cell absolute. Okay, the cell is what? M6. You have to make it absolute. So let's see how we go about it. Is equal to IO times $M, $M, $6. And you can see that Excel automatically identifies the cell that we want to make reference, and we click enter. So this guy who scored 57% now has been reconverted to 17.1 over 30. So we can now apply this to all the students by either, locating the fill icon and dragging it down. Oh, sorry, we didn't do that well. Okay, hold down the left key and then drag down. And then we have the scores over 30 for each of the students. And another way you can do that is to identify the fill icon and then double click. And then Excel will do the rest for us. What will take someone like 10-15 minutes to do, Excel has executed it within 2 seconds. That is the beauty of Excel. All right. The other thing that we have to pay attention to when we are talking about operators, arithmetic operators in Excel, is that you can also use it for divisions. In the next lesson, we will look at introducing parentheses, that is the brackets, in carrying out arithmetic operations in Excel. I will see you in the next class.